In the quiet of morning, Milo's tiny world stirs to life behind the kitchen wall. A gentle stretch signals the start of Milo's day. The kitchen slumbers, unaware of the tiny awakening within its walls. Silence blankets the room as Milo prepares to greet the day. Milo pauses, sensing the stillness of the kitchen before venturing out. In the quiet kitchen, Benny feigns sleep, his keen eye narrowly watching Milo's hole. He remains motionless, a silent observer in the dim light. The kitchen settles into a tense stillness as Benny continues his vigil. Each moment stretches, filled with anticipation and silent calculation. Benny's patience is tested as he waits for any sign of movement. In the quiet of the kitchen, Benny remains vigilant, ready to react. The kitchen air hangs heavy with the irresistible aroma of cheese pizza. Milo's stomach growls. The aroma intensifies, pulling Milo in. Milo's anticipation builds. Milo's hunger peaks. Deep within his hidden sanctuary, Milo cautiously emerges, his senses alert to the world beyond. His eyes, wide with disbelief, lock onto a glorious sight. A slice of pizza, unguarded and within reach. The aroma of melted cheese and savory toppings fills the air, beckoning Milo toward a daring escapade. Driven by insatiable hunger, Milo steels himself for the perilous journey across the kitchen floor. Milo, a tiny adventurer, begins his daring expedition across the vast kitchen counter. He navigates the treacherous landscape, using spoons as stepping stones and cups as shields. With stealth and cunning, Milo advances, his every move calculated. Pausing momentarily, Milo rises up to sniff the air, his senses alert. He presses forward, driven by an insatiable curiosity. Milo continues his journey with determination. In the heart of the kitchen, Benny focuses a coiled spring, ready to unleash. Every muscle is taut, poised for action. His tail flicks back and forth. Anticipation fills the air as he prepares to pounce. The moment of action hangs in the balance. In the heart of the kitchen, Milo's whiskers twitch with anticipation as he spies the pizza. His eyes gleam with delight, a silent promise of mischief in the air. With a swift move, Milo snatches a piece of cheese. The prize is won. A culinary adventure begins. Milo savors his stolen treat, a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. In the heart of the kitchen, Benny springs into action, eyes locked onto Milo. The chase intensifies as Benny attempts to grab Milo. Benny closes in, a triumphant shout echoing through the room. Gotcha! Milo darts nimbly around the kitchen, narrowly evading capture. Benny lunges forward, fingers outstretched, determined to catch Milo. The pursuit continues, with Benny relentlessly pursuing Milo amidst the kitchen chaos. Chaos erupts in the kitchen as Milo makes a daring leap for safety. In a stroke of bad luck, Benny's paw becomes ensnared in the cereal box. Milo looks down from the box, now a fortress, at the struggling Benny. Benny thrashes wildly, trying to dislodge his trapped paw, scattering cereal everywhere. The kitchen floor becomes a battlefield of spilled cereal and desperate attempts at escape. Milo watches, a mix of concern and relief in his eyes, as Benny continues his frantic struggle. In the heart of the kitchen, Milo begins his nimble ascent up the broom handle. Chaos erupts as Benny, a cereal box stuck firmly on his paw, careens uncontrollably. The inevitable collision. Benny crashes headfirst into the cold, unyielding surface of the refrigerator. The kitchen is filled with the sounds of the crash. Milo pauses, suspended midway, eyes darting towards the source of the commotion. The cereal box dislodges from Benny's paw, scattering its contents across the floor in a chaotic cascade. Milo seizes the slippery soap, a mischievous glint in his eye. With a burst of playful energy, he slides down the soap bar. Benny reaches out, his fingers grazing the air as Milo slips away. Whee! Milo cries out. his voice filled with uncontained joy. In the kitchen, chaos reigns as Benny's head becomes hopelessly ensnared in a rolling pin. Blinded and disoriented, he spins wildly, his flailing arms cutting through the air. His voice muffled and desperate, Benny cries out in a frantic search, "Where are you, Mouse?" He continues to spin, his arms still flailing as he searches for the mouse. He searches for the mouse, desperate to find it. His muffled shouts echo, the rolling pin amplifying his frustration. Milo disappears, finding an unlikely refuge inside a teapot. A muffled giggle escapes from within the teapot, betraying Milo's hiding spot. Benny's frantic search intensifies, his eyes darting around the kitchen. Benny approaches the teapot, unaware of the secret it holds. Milo remains hidden, stifling his laughter as Benny continues his fruitless search. In the dim kitchen, Benny crouches a hunter in his domain. With meticulous care, he sets the trap, a tiny morsel of cheese as bait. His brow furrows determination etched on his face. "This time, I'll get him," Benny whispers, a glint of triumph in his eyes. In the quiet kitchen, Milo watches from afar, a spark of cunning in his gaze. He leans slightly forward, his curiosity piqued. Milo's lips curl into a sly grin, anticipating the outcome. He shifts his weight, ready to spring into action. Milo's eyes narrow slightly, intent on the trap's subtle movements. He remains still, poised, and observant, a silent strategist. Milo, with focused determination, sends a toy car speeding across the kitchen floor. The small toy car races towards the cheese, an unsuspecting target in its path. The car strikes the cheese, sending it tumbling off the trap. The cheese falls, but the trap remains untriggered. A moment of suspense hangs in the air as the scene remains still. Milo watches intently, his plans unfolding before his eyes in a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. In the kitchen, Benny's frustration peaks as he moves, setting off the mousetrap with a loud snap. The sharp sound reverberates through the kitchen, startling Benny. Benny cries out, "Yow!" as pain shoots through his foot. Benny hops on one foot, his face a mask of shock and pain. Benny stares at the mousetrap in disbelief. Bruno bursts into the kitchen, a whirlwind of canine energy. With a booming bark, Bruno announces his presence. "Woof! Woof!" Bruno's tail wags. Bruno scans the kitchen. The kitchen is filled with a dog's joyful sound. Bruno takes a step forward. Under the cold kitchen table, Milo and Benny huddle together, their fear a palpable presence. Their small bodies tremble, each shudder echoing the unseen terror that grips them. The kitchen around them fades, their world shrinking to the space beneath the table. In the dim light, their faces reflect pure, unadulterated fear. In the kitchen, Milo and Benny lock eyes, a silent acknowledgement of their shared, uneasy situation. The weight of their predicament hangs heavy as their expressions mirror each other's apprehension. A palpable tension fills the room as they grapple with the realization of what lies ahead. United by circumstance, Milo and Benny stand together, their silent understanding speaking volumes. In the kitchen, Milo seizes a toy bone, a mischievous glint in his eyes. With a swift motion, Milo hurls the toy bone across the room. The toy bone soars through the air, catching Bruno's attention. Bruno, instantly distracted, shifts his focus towards the airborne toy. Bruno watches the toy bone as it lands. Bruno prepares to retrieve the toy bone. Amidst the kitchen's quiet chaos, Benny seizes a fleeting moment. With nimble fingers, Benny pulls the pizza slice closer. The savory aroma of the pizza fills the air. Benny's eyes gleam with anticipation as the pizza nears. The pizza slice, now within reach, becomes the focal point. A subtle smile plays on Benny's lips as the prize is secured. Milo and Benny huddle close, share a single slice of pizza, a silent pact of companionship forming between them. Milo's small voice breaks the quiet, a hesitant murmur escaping his lips. "Not bad. Benny nods slightly, a silent agreement passing between them as they focus back on the pizza. The simple act of sharing becomes a profound moment, solidifying their bond in the quiet kitchen. Each bite taken in unison deepens their unspoken connection, a shared understanding blossoming in the humble setting. In the heart of the kitchen, amidst the simple act of sharing, their friendship strengthens, nurtured by the warmth of camaraderie. In the kitchen, Benny nods, a picture of feline agreement. With delicate precision, Benny begins to groom himself, licking his paw with care. Benny pauses, looks up, and declares, "Not bad at all." His eyes sparkle with satisfaction, a subtle affirmation of the moment. The kitchen fades into a backdrop as Benny's contentment takes center stage. A quiet moment of pure, unadulterated feline bliss. Sounds of the owner returning fill the kitchen, signaling an abrupt end to Bruno's adventure. Panic flickers in Bruno's eyes as the sound grows louder and his posture shifts from playful to fearful. With a sudden burst of adrenaline, Bruno turned sharply, his escape instinct kicking in, tail tucked firmly between his legs. Bruno makes a hasty retreat, a picture of canine remorse and urgency. He disappears from view, leaving behind only the echo of the owner's return and the lingering sense of a thwarted escapade. In the heart of the kitchen, Benny and Milo share a jubilant paw five, sealing their bond with playful energy. Their paws connect in a gesture of pure joy, celebrating a shared victory or a simple, delightful moment. The kitchen fills with laughter and warmth as Benny and Milo's playful interaction brightens the space. Amidst the clatter of the kitchen, their paw five resonates as a symphony of friendship and unconditional love. In the quiet kitchen, Milo prepares to disappear back into his hidden sanctuary. With a final cheerful gesture, he waves a fond farewell. Milo scurries quickly, diving headfirst into the darkness of his hole. The entrance is now empty. In the quiet kitchen, Benny settles down near the mouse hole, his eyes closing softly. A faint smile graces Benny's face as he drifts off to sleep. Benny's breathing becomes slow and regular, lost in peaceful slumber. The kitchen is quiet, with only the soft sound of Benny's gentle snores. The house basks under the sun, silent and still. Its windows reflect the cloudless sky, hinting at untold stories within. The front door remains closed, guarding secrets behind its wooden frame. The garden surrounding the house flourishes, untouched and serene. The roof stands strong, a silent promise of shelter and protection. The chimney rises, a beacon of warmth against the clear blue. A stark hole in the wall dominates the kitchen, a silent testament to unseen chaos. The rough edges of the hole reveal layers of plaster and fractured drywall. Shadows deepen within the cavity, hinting at the hidden depths beyond. The mundane kitchen is marred by the unexpected violence of the hole. In the bright kitchen, Benny appears as a sleek shadow, a predator in repose. One by one, his claws extend, testing the air with predatory anticipation. The satisfying scratch echoes as claw meets mat, a rhythmic dance of destruction. The sound is hypnotic, pulling you into Benny's world of instinct and control. Benny continues his scratching, his focus absolute lost in the moment. In the heart of the kitchen, the owner carefully sets down a fresh slice of pizza, its aroma filling the air. The pizza sits, a beacon of warmth and comfort amidst the kitchen's daily hustle. The steam rises, carrying the promise of melted cheese and savory toppings. Sunlight streams in, illuminating the scene with a soft, inviting glow. The kitchen waits, poised for the pleasure of the first bite. A moment of simple joy, captured in the placing of a single slice. In the bright kitchen, Milo and Benny are both lurking, their eyes glued to the prize, the pizza. From his hiding spot, Benny's gaze never leaves the tempting pizza. The eyes dart back and forth, each plotting their approach to the unguarded pizza. The aroma of the pizza fills the air, intensifying their desire. A silent standoff ensues, the pizza the only objective. In the kitchen, Milo plots his mischievous diversion. With a swift movement, Milo sends a stack of pots and pans crashing to the floor. The metallic clang of the falling cookware shatters the silence, echoing loudly. The noise reverberates through the room, creating chaos. Milo watches the pots and pans hitting the ground. The kitchen is filled with the echoing sounds of the diversion. In the heart of the kitchen, Benny seizes the moment, his eyes fixed on the prize. Under the guise of distraction, Benny maneuvers closer, step by calculated step. With stealthy precision, Benny advances, the aroma of pizza guiding his every move. Each step is a silent commitment, drawing him nearer to his savory goal. The kitchen transforms into a stage for Benny's culinary conquest, with the pizza as his coveted treasure. In a moment of delicious anticipation, Benny's plan nears its climax. Bruno steps into the kitchen, the aroma of pizza filling the air. He sniffs around, eyes darting, determined to pinpoint the source. The scent intensifies, drawing him further into his quest. Bruno follows the trail, his mission: locate the hidden pizza. Milo and Benny lock eyes, a silent pact forming in the heart of the kitchen. Benny's subtle gesture towards the pantry ignites a spark of mischief. Milo's hand dives into a jar of dog treats, a silent promise of temptation. With practiced steps, they begin to set their snare, anticipation building with each move. The pantry door stands ajar, a beacon of culinary delight for their unsuspecting target. Bruno unwittingly approaches, drawn by the irresistible aroma of the treats. In the bright kitchen, a shadow falls as Bruno is led towards the pantry. The pantry door looms, a barrier between freedom and confinement. A swift turn, and Bruno is pushed inside. The door swings shut. The lock clicks, sealing Bruno in the darkness. Silence descends, broken only by Bruno's muffled sounds from within. Milo and Benny share a quiet moment in the kitchen, the remnants of their pizza feast scattered between them. The kitchen is filled with the aroma of pizza, the air thick with contentment. A simple meal shared between them, a quiet bond forming over slices of pizza. In the heart of the kitchen, Milo and Benny find joy in the simplicity of pizza and companionship. The kitchen becomes a haven, a place where friendships are nourished alongside appetites. Amidst the remnants of their meal, Milo and Benny bask in the comfort of shared moments. The owner approaches the pantry, the door ajar. He opens the door wider, revealing the dark interior. From the depths of the pantry, Bruno emerges. Bruno steps out of the pantry. The owner watches as Bruno moves. Bruno stands, looking around the kitchen. In the kitchen, Milo and Benny abruptly scatter, their movements quick and furtive. A silent, knowing glance passes between Milo and Benny. Benny, mirroring Milo's reaction, glances back with a hint of mischief. The kitchen air crackles with unspoken understanding as they coordinate their next move. Their fleeting eye contact seals a pact, a secret shared in the heart of the day. The kitchen becomes a stage for their silent drama, each movement a carefully plotted step. In the quiet of the night, Milo and Benny find solace near each other. An unlikely truce settles over the kitchen as the two rest side by side. The stillness of sleep binds Milo and Benny together in a moment of peace. The only sound in the room is the gentle breathing of the two companions. The bond between Milo and Benny deepens in the shared quiet of the night. The kitchen is filled with a sense of calm as the two rest peacefully. In the heart of the kitchen, Milo and Benny burst into a whirlwind of laughter as they begin their playful chase. Milo darts around the kitchen island, his nimble feet barely touching the ground. Benny follows closely behind, his hearty laughter echoing through the room as he attempts to keep up with Milo. A near miss sends both boys into fits of giggles, their playful energy filling every corner of the kitchen. The kitchen transforms into a playground of joy, their smiles radiating pure, unadulterated happiness. The chase continues, their youthful exuberance painting a vibrant picture of brotherly love and playful competition. Bruno returns to the kitchen, the air thick with unspoken tension. Milo and Benny stand resolute, their stance a united front. Their silence speaks volumes, a challenge hanging in the air. Bruno's return is met with unyielding resolve. The kitchen becomes a stage for an impending confrontation. The quiet of the kitchen shatters with a sudden, deafening noise. A glass shatters against the tiled floor. A knife falls from the counter, clattering loudly. The kitchen clock falls from the wall. A pot crashes from the stove. The room remains still, the echo of the noise hanging in the air. In the heart of the kitchen, a moment of simple companionship unfolds as Milo and Benny share a bowl of milk. Their heads dip in unison, a silent symphony of contented slurps filling the air. Benny pauses, his eyes lifting to meet Milo's in a fleeting glance of shared pleasure. Milo responds with a gentle nudge, urging Benny back to the communal treat. Together, they resume their feast, united by the bond of friendship and the simple joy of sharing. The bowl empties, leaving behind a puddle of contentment and the quiet promise of more moments like these. Sunlight floods the kitchen, each ray a spotlight on the tranquil morning ritual of the owner. The gentle rhythm of chopping fills the air, a stark contrast to the silent pact forming nearby between Milo and Benny. Oblivious, the owner continues their preparations, unaware of the secret friendship blossoming in their midst. The kitchen, bathed in light, becomes a stage for both ordinary tasks and extraordinary connections. In the sun-drenched kitchen, an undercurrent of tension cuts through the ordinary. Milo and Benny stand back to back, their eyes darting, scanning every corner. Every shadow seems to hold a threat as they brace for an unseen enemy. Their postures betray a readiness to defend, a silent pact forged in fear. The ordinary kitchen transforms into a battleground, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Sunlight floods the kitchen, revealing dust motes swirling in the air, illuminating the ordinary. Milo, with tousled hair, stands at the open refrigerator, searching its depths. Benny polishes the countertop with meticulous care, a study in precision. Milo rummages deeper, a symphony of clattering jars and muffled sighs filling the sun-drenched space. Benny continues his meticulous cleaning, the rhythmic swish of his cloth a counterpoint to Milo's chaotic search. Bathed in the sun's fading embrace, Milo and Benny stand shoulder to shoulder, united in a shared moment of quiet awe. The kitchen window frames their silhouettes against the fiery canvas of the setting sun, turning them into figures of contemplation. Lost in the spectacle, their eyes trace the horizon where the sky melts into a vibrant tapestry of colors. The warm glow paints the kitchen in hues of gold and amber, mirroring the emotions stirring within them. In this serene tableau, time seems to stand still, capturing a fleeting instance of pure, unadulterated beauty. Their shared gaze transforms the ordinary kitchen into a sanctuary, where the beauty of the sunset deepens their bond.